Hello, and welcome back to another episode of What If We Watched, the show where we ask ourselves, what if we watched a certain film or a TV show or an anime which doesn't count? Today we're asking, what if we watched Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl? Literally the best franchise, except from the last two. But pretty poggers all in all. What did you think? Because I've been dying to make you watch these films.
Right then, how can it be the best franchise if two of them are bad?
The best trilogy by like a mile. So what did you?
That's open to debate, but oh well. I thought this was a great movie. This was a great movie.
I'm so pleased that you have said that because I thought you would not like it, but here we are, and you've loved it. Have you loved it, or have you just liked it?
I loved it.
Oh, that is poggers. Okay, why? Give me a reason. Host Juan.
Okay, I didn't make any notes on it, so I've forgotten mainly why I liked it. But
this is going to be a short episode.
From the top of my head, wait. Should we put a spoiler warning for like a 17-year-old film?
Yeah. we'll just do it anyway. Why not?
Okay. I like that Will Turner turns out, or actually, I don't know if it's really a spoiler. It literally gets revealed like 10 minutes or 20 minutes in. But Will being the Bootstrap Bill's son.
Oh, you know his name, Bootstrap Bill. That's good. You're a fan.
Also, if you did notice in the film, they said William, a strong name.
Ah, well, what can I say? My name's Will, by the way, if you didn't know, the viewers out there. But you do know because we know you. Yeah, you get to meet Bootstrap Bill in the sequels.
How?
Because of reasons. He's like not really dead. You'll find out. It's complicated, but yeah. These films are just fantastic. This film is a classic. It's just got a great soundtrack, a great cast.
I can definitely tell why it's a classic.
A great plot. It's all the jokes are funny, and
I didn't expect to actually laugh during it. It was very funny. I like that.
The special effects, despite being older than both of us put together, because we're both like 6 years old, they still hold up. They are fantastic. What else can I say? It's just great. It's just a great film. It's got a nice open ending, ready to shove in 4 sequels, 2 good ones, 2 bad ones. It's just all the characters have got lovely little personalities, and there's in-jokes, and there's iconic duos, and there's just what can I say? And this isn't even the best one. The best one is At World's End, which we'll be covering in like a week, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I've said that we're going to watch the next 2 really close together in order to make space for the coming entries into this mediocre show.
Just to make room for a very special movie for a very special day.
Indeed. And then a very special Christmas special for a very unprecedented times Christmas. Isn't it? In these unprecedented times, they're so unprecedented. What are we going to do?
Yeah, man.
I have a feeling we're not going to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean much here because I don't know what to say.
It's a great movie.
If you're out there, give it a watch, even though you've probably already seen it because it's like the best. What did you think about? Did you feel like it dragged on at all? Because when I rewatched it, I kind of at like the 2-hour mark, I was kind of like, oh, this is longer than I remember. And they're all like long movies, but this one, like there was more that happened in it than I remembered. Did you ever get bored?
Kind of. When
I was feeling like when Jack and Elizabeth is stranded on the island, it's like at that point where you're just like, oh, he's with another character and they're gonna do some stuff, which is it's fine, but like, yeah, this movie did play it a bit safe, but luckily it works, so it's okay.
I don't know why, but I was really confused on why they would just fight, because all Barbosa needed was a bit of Will's blood. So why don't I just give it to him?
No, the thing is because they're like evil pirates, and
Yeah, but that's
first
what
of all, he didn't
pirates are
have
like.
he didn't have Will, and you remember Elizabeth said that she was a
Yeah,
Turner
I meant
even though
after
she
that,
wasn't.
when they did have Will, they can just take him, do their thing, give him back, and then be on their way.
Didn't Jack take like one piece of the gold or something, so it didn't work?
Yeah. I meant before that, when they did have Will and Jack came in.
Yeah, I was also surprised by the amount of times they went into the cave where you have to lift the curse, because I thought you only went in there like the last 10 minutes of the movie, but they went in there like 3 times, and that surprised me because I don't know, I just don't remember. It's like half of this movie I don't remember happening, but like I remember how the film ends. What did you think about one thing I'd say about the trilogy as a whole is that the the theme tune of Pirates of the Caribbean is so famous, and they play it.
Yes.
I've counted. They play it 4 times in the space of 3 movies. Only 4 times. So they play it once in like the final fight of this one, once in the end credits,
No,
and then in the
I
end,
saw they played it twice.
then in the end credits of the other two, which is really strange because I thought they would have played it more. But then as the series goes on, there's like more pieces of music, and it's just everything just gets better, despite with the next one, the movie itself. Like the characters are developed in the next one, and in the third one, but like the second as a movie is not as good as the first, which I find kind of strange. But I guess if it's true, which it is, then might as well
What a, con-
accept the fact.
what a confusing trilogy.
Confusing yet wonderful, and it has earned a space on my sacred shelf, alongside, for some reason, the Star Wars sequels, which I've talked about before, and I don't know why they're up there.
You can just watch it on there.
They can't watch our commentaries on Disney Plus,
No, they can watch the
unless of
movies.
course
They can watch the
unless of
movies.
course Disney buys us, which they will eventually. Okay, what are you giving it out of 10?
8.5.
Ooh, that is a great score.
That
I'm
is.
gonna give it a 9, which gives it a
Ooh,
staggering 17.5. I think that's
that's
like on
great movie.
level
That's a
with
great
Into the
movie.
Spider-Verse. That's basically on level with Into the Spider-Verse, which is understandable because they're both pretty much masterpieces. All my favorite movies are getting 17.5. That is just great. At some point in the future, we
I
should,
hope my favorite movie can get the same kind of appreciation as that.
in your dreams. I'm
Uh,
joking. We should watch The Amazing Spider-Man in like season 6 of this show, because I rewatched that last week, and it's great. It's really good. It's amazing, if I may say so
Dab.
myself. Yeah, it makes you feel like Spider-Man. This movie really makes you feel like Spider-Man because there's one first-person sequence. Anyway, it's not officially on the list, so forget I ever said that. I'm gonna say my goodbyes now, and we'll see you in the next segment of the video, A Dead Man's Chest. Goodbye for now.
Bye bye. We're back. In the 5 seconds it took me to watch both Dead Man's Chest and At World's End.
Yes, 5 seconds, 2 3-hour-long movies,
It's all in
and
5 seconds.
we're done. We've done the trilogy, and we're here to talk about it in its wholeness and completion and masterfulness. It's so good.
Okay. I was gonna watch. I don't know. Okay, I wouldn't have watched 4. I was gonna watch 5, but I couldn't be asked. I really didn't want to.
Yeah, no, 5 is like does expand on the story of these ones, and 4 doesn't, but 5's still like not that good.
Wait, does Barbosa appear in the 4th one?
Yes, he
Alright.
appears in all of them. Am I right in thinking that Dead Man's Chest was your favourite out of
Yes,
the 3?
yeah.
That's fine, but that's most people's opinion is that that's the weakest one.
Oh,
But
I say that the 3rd one
it,
is the weakest one.
rewatching it, they're all masterpieces. I mean, they're all great movies.
I wouldn't say they're masterpieces.
I would,
They're
and
great movies, but they're not masterpieces.
they do
For
have their weak
example,
spots,
for
but like
example,
it's very easy to look past them.
I kind of felt that Barbosa coming back was just kind of crammed in there. Like it felt as if it didn't need to happen.
Yeah, but it did for everything that was going to happen in the
I
3rd
know,
movie.
but
They
it
needed
felt
him
it
to
felt like
rescue Jack Sparrow
shoved. It felt like
and
shoved
save the
in.
world.
It really felt like it was shoved
It
in.
does feel very sudden. I agree, because even though it's my favorite scene in the whole trilogy, no, my second favorite scene in the whole trilogy, when Barbosa returns, it's
And
almost
he's
like
an apple.
it's like you get told he's back, and then everyone's just on great terms with him in the 3rd one. It does feel very sudden,
Yeah, he
which I didn't see before,
did a
to be
bunch of
honest.
stuff, bad stuff in the first one. Like he kidnapped Elizabeth, and now Will's just like, oh, what my favorite guy.
Yeah, no, to be honest, they all are having a jolly good time at the start of the 3rd one, but we don't know how much time has passed in between 2 and 3, because it can't be that long, because Jack's still alive, but then
No, he's in Davy
they're
Jones' locker.
yeah, but like eventually you will die in there. It's like heaven, but you die if you're in there too long. But at the same time, they've devised this whole plan that relies on an incredible series of coincidences at Singapore, and they're all friends with Barbosa again. But it's I'd like to know the details, if I'm honest, but I really love the both of these films.
Yeah, I enjoyed all 3 of the films, but I'd have to say that my least favorite one is the 3rd one, because it got really confusing. Like
I don't get
I didn't understand how Davy Jones' locker was. That wasn't explained at all. Calypso's whole thing, I didn't get that at all. That also barely was explained.
I don't find it confusing, but I can see if you'd find it boring, because it's like 3 hours long, and then
The third one is way too long. Like way too
yeah,
long.
no, it is. Yeah, it's like it feels longer than Endgame, even though it isn't.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen, because Endgame's like a million hours as well. The CGI, again, to talk about this, it's incredible how good it all looks, considering it came out like a million years ago.
Name an example of a CGI that you thought was really good.
Davy Jones, the Kraken, Davy Jones's whole crew.
The skeletons, I know we talked about the first one like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But I thought that the skeletons, they looked dreadful. The skeletons
What, the
looked
skeletons,
dreadful.
what, in the first
Yeah, in
one?
the first one.
I think they look really good.
Oh.
It's just, I think it's, rather than the actual CGI, I think it's the design of the skeletons that you're getting mixed up with, because it's like they've got bits of flesh hanging off them, which kind of makes them look weird.
Let me just have a look at them again.
Yeah, look it up. We'll cut this out while you're browsing away. Have you edited the other episode and cut out that part?
No.
When my brother
I was
came
going to
in?
do them all at once.
Okay. Yeah, no, just remember to do that.
Okay.
And also make sure there's no OK Go, where like when Aiden pointed out, because that was poggers.
Yeah, they just don't look good.
I'm gonna look them up. Hang on, see if I'm looking at it. Rose tinted glasses. Skeletons from Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, these are all from the ride. Hang on. Here's one's from the movie. Oh yeah, no, they're not that good actually. It kind of reminds me of. Hi. It kind of reminds me of Scooby Doo, like the movies from 2002 and whenever the other one came out. Have you seen those?
Wait, the Scooby Doo one and two, yeah,
They're great, aren't they? We should do an episode on them, 100%.
probably. I do have both of them on DVD.
I have the first one. I haven't got the second one. We'll come. I'll tell you what, because it'll be COVID. COVID will be over by that time. I'll come on yours. We'll binge them because they're the two greatest films ever made. What do you think of the actual plot of the story, aside from the confusing elements?
What, of all three of them?
You can say all three or whatever.
Okay.
The overarching
Okay,
story.
we already talked about number one, so the plot of 2 and 3. I'm going to put the plot of 2 and 3 together because you can't really.
They're basically the same. They're basically like a 6-hour movie.
Yeah, you can't really look at the plot of one of them. You have to, if you're looking at the plot, you have to look at both of them together.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you're a Pirates of the Caribbean connoisseur now. I'm so proud of you. You're like my little baby. You're my little baby Yoda.
I thought the plot was really good. The whole I thought Davy Jones was a great villain. I loved his accent. I don't know.
Oh man, yeah, no. The guy who plays Davy Jones is like the finest actor in the business. His name is Bill Nighy, and he is not the science guy because it's Bill Nighy. It's got a Y at the end of his name. Whenever I'm talking to someone about Bill Nighy, they're like, "Oh, the science guy." Whoa, no way. No, it's not him. But do you want to talk about how many villains there are? Because there are too many villains, in my opinion. That's one thing I'd say. There's so many.
I'm not going to count
the trilogy in the third movie.
Wait, are you talking about like crew members? Because they're just kind of there.
No. I mean like the guys who are like explicitly named, the ones you could remember the names of.
Like,
I'll list them because you might not.
Would you count Barbosa?
No, because he's more of an anti-hero in the series than he is a villain.
Yeah.
He's a hero in 3 movies of the series, and he's a villain in 1.
His motivation was justified in the first one, so yeah, we shouldn't.
Yeah, because he wanted to feel. So in the third one and second one, you've got
there's
Davy Jones, Norrington.
No, true.
Sort
Beckett,
of. Norrington
Beckett.
actually no, not really, because he's sort of an anti-hero in the second one.
You got Beckett as well.
Redemption.
You got Beckett.
Lord Beckett.
Yeah.
The guy I can't remember the name of. What's his name? We'll show an image of him.
Who's he?
But I can't remember what he looks like. He's the guy who got tentacles. Davy Jones's tentacles all in his face and stuff.
Oh, him. I don't remember his name.
No, neither do I. I love that scene, by the way.
I don't think he was named. I don't.
No, he definitely is. He definitely is.
No, I am not counting. I'm not counting him. He did nothing.
I don't really
count
He's
him.
the comic relief. If the trilogy was told from the perspective of the villains, which by the way, Disney, I would love to see, he would definitely be the comic relief because he's just this dumb tag along who's just like, oh, we're going into a storm, and then Davy Jones is just like, shut up, you're afraid to get wet, and he's just like, oh. There aren't too many villains, I guess, but it just feels. The whole third movie, there's so much going on. It feels so jam-packed.
Wait, would you count Calypso as a villain?
No.
I don't even know what she is.
She created the Maelstrom in the third act of the third movie. The big whirlpool.
Oh, right.
but I wouldn't say she's a villain there because she was targeting 2 enemy ships, and so she had to get the Black Pearl involved in order to defeat the evil pirates and the anti-pirates.
So was
What
she
did you
a
think,
good
by the way, of
guy?
the? Yeah, no, she was. She was a good guy. What did you think of the portal scene before Endgame came out, where all the ships were like, "Oh, we're gonna go to battle"? Because
Oh,
I
from
love
the
that scene.
island.
No. When like all the ships of all the pirate lords are like united, and Elizabeth's made her speech and stuff.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth's speech.
What do you
Great.
think of Elizabeth's character development, by the way?
Oh, I
Because
loved
she is
it.
the best.
Yeah, I
She
loved
has
it.
the
It's
best
great.
character arc in like.
Yeah.
I would seriously say in all of cinema. It's just perfect. They. I love the fact that they crown her pirate king in the third
Yeah.
one, even though she's a woman and she can't be king. Yeah, cancel me. Cancel me. Do it. But yeah, no. Pirate King. That's what a title for a woman who, like, less than 2 years ago, couldn't put on her own clothes. It was like, it's just the director and the people behind this trilogy. They know what they're doing. They are. I can't even find the words. I'm just speechless at how good these movies are, except for 4 and 5.
Okay.
They make me want to be sick.
I've said nothing but good stuff about this movie. But,
Oh, we're gonna get to the bad stuff. The terror and fear.
Okay. No, I thought these were definitely good. However,
Bruh.
I do not think that these are masterpieces by any means of the word.
Oh, that's.
I do not agree with that whatsoever. They are definitely good, but they're not masterpieces.
Fair enough. No,
Like I
I'll
said
take that
before,
because I can see where you're coming from.
Barbosa's whole thing I thought felt like shoved in a bit, and then Elizabeth's speech was good, but I didn't care about any of the pirate lords or anything. Like, I didn't really care that they joined. Like,
One thing I will talk about.
No. Okay, so during the final fight anyway, it was literally only the Black Pearl that was actually doing.
It was.
Like, it was
No,
literally
that's
just
true.
the Black Pearl versus the Flying Dutchman, and that's
Yeah.
none of the other pirate lords did anything during that fight.
Yeah, I don't think they weren't even in like the whirlpool. It was just the 3 main ships: the Black Pearl, the Flying Dutchman, and the Endeavour, which gets blown up in that famous scene where Lord Beckett's walking down the
No, they weren't. No,
stairs.
it was just the Black Pearl and the Flying Dutchman in the whirlpool.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Endeavour was just like a little bit behind the Flying Dutchman.
All right. The one thing I will say is about Will Turner, which really makes me sad. He was like the main character in the first one, and then in the other 2, he was just chucked aside. But that's because I think they were done with his arc by the time of the first movie ending, which is a shame because they could have done a lot more. Like they could have made him like. I know he was a pirate because at the end of the first movie, Elizabeth was like, "Oh, Dad, he's a pirate," but they could have brought him to like Barbosa's level. That's what I would have wanted to see. So it's like a haha, I'm a pirate. I like gold. Yo ho ho.
I did
I would
find
have liked to see Will
it was
in that.
really unsatisfying seeing him like as the new leader of the Flying Dutchman. That was just the most unsatisfying ending ever.
I like that part, to be honest, because it proves that the Flying Dutchman is not the enemy. It's the captain who determines like the crew and the ship and how it's all perceived by everyone on the planet, which makes Davy Jones, I think, a better villain. But his death should have been so much better. Davy Jones' death, he just fell like lifelessly. Like the whole scene where they stabbed his heart was dramatic and all, but like I don't know what it was missing. It was missing an I am Iron Man. Where Captain Jack Sparrow has all the Infinity Stones and he snaps away the Flying Dutchman. Oh boy. Should we talk about Silent Voice? I think we already did, but How about
boy.
you cut it out of the last one? Cut it out of the
Yeah,
last one,
sure.
and then we'll
Yeah.
talk about it
I
here.
will do that.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about Silent Voice. So, what's going on with that thing?
I am so excited for this to watch this movie again. Every single time I've watched it,
Are you
I
going to
have
watch it on your birthday?
been amazed. I'm not gonna. No. I'm gonna. I'll watch it on. I'll probably watch it on Saturday.
I probably will as well.
It's-
So
oh,
it's another anime, and it's about a bully, and he's bullying, and he wants redemption.
He'd be bullying.
He do be bullying, not gonna lie. He do be kind of sus. We are religious Among Us players, aren't we? We're playing Among Us all day. We're playing Among Us right now as we're speaking, aren't we? Red is the imposter. Anyway, back to Silent Voice. I'm not looking forward to it. You are.
Oh, I am very
We'll
much
see.
looking forward to it.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I'll like it because you've said it's better than Weathering with You.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. No. Hopefully, I'll like it. Fingers crossed, but I don't think I will because the trailers are god awful.
No, I like the trailer. The trailers are great.
It's so cheesy.
It filled me with emotion.
Link in the description.
Bearing in mind, it kind of did, mainly because it just like filled me with memories of just watching the film, which is you don't know the you don't know the emotion that I felt.
Do you think we'll be able to shove something in? I mean, Silent Voice. Do you think we'll be able to shove something in between a Silent Voice and Christmas thing, our Christmas episode?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe something
Anyway,
else
so
Christmassy.
another anime coming up next. Stay tuned, everybody, and goodbye from me.
Oh, rankings.
Oh, yes, of course. The tally up. What are you going to give?
Do you want me to rank this?
Should we do the trilogy?
Yeah. And then I'll rank them.
Okay, what are you going to give the
individually.
trilogy?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, I'm giving it a 9. So that's a 17.
You said it were
That's pretty darn
masterpieces,
high.
so why didn't you give it a 10?
Because all the little nitpicks I have add up to like 1 mark taken off. And remember, nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
Except from the Scooby-Doo duology.
Except for a Silent Voice.
We'll see about that. 17 out of 20.
Yeah,
Now
okay,
I'm saying goodbye.
Individual movies. Okay, we already did.
Okay, I'm not saying goodbye.
We already did Curse of the Black Pearl.
That got 17.5.
Yeah.
Are we going to do this out of 60? Out of 60?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
The trilogy out of 60.
Dead Man's
Epic.
Chest.
I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it 9.
Okay, so that's a 17. What are we going to give the third one?
A 6.
It's 6. I'll give it a 9, which is 15. So you have 17.5 add 17 add 15 is 49.5 out of 60. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That is not bad at all, Disney. For all the mistakes you've made, you disgusting capitalists.
Pretty okay.
Yeah. That's nice. Okay, am I free to say goodbye now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting out of here. The feds are after me. I'm running. Goodbye.